I'm in Visual Studio with essentially an empty console project, and I'll type string dot and select the compare method from IntelliSense. And as you can see, there are a lot of overloads. Notice that these must be static methods because I typed string dot, not some variable name dot. And they are methods that are defined specifically on string. You can't use them with other types. They serve the same purpose as iComparable's compareTo method, but most of these methods are a lot more flexible, and they also give us a great way to see the main different ways of comparing strings in .NET. The override I want here is the third one, which takes 3 parameters, the 2 strings you want to compare, and an enumeration called string comparison. I'll just type in 2 strings, and then string comparison dot to see what the options are. And you can see 6 options. In fact, these options nicely summarize the 6 different ways of comparing a string. You can see 3 broad techniques: ordinal, invariant culture, and current culture, and each one has an ignore case variant. String comparison is a very useful enum as its values tell us a lot about how you can compare strings. In particular, there are 2 aspects that you need to consider when comparing strings. Firstly, do you care about the case? And secondly, do you care about the culture? Culture, roughly speaking, represents the language and location of the user, and there is a large set of standard cultures defined. For example, I'm British, and I speak the British dialect of English, so my computer is set to the culture NGB, English in the UK. If I was in America, then I'd probably have my computer set to NUS, English in the USA. If I was in France, then I'd probably be running with the culture set to FRFR, French as spoken in France. But if I lived in Canada and spoke French, then I'd probably have my computer's culture set to FRCA, French, the dialect spoken in Canada. I think you get the idea.